All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Bob Does Reviews. I got a fun one today, just a little bit of a quick one here. How to take care of and keep your shoes and boots looking good. I'm not a lumberjack by any means. I'm not an excavator, concrete layer, but my boots and shoes go through hell and back. Due to the job I have, I'm at work sites a lot, warehouses, but in the same day, I also have to go to the office and I want to look presentable. I don't want to go looking with raggedy shoes that are full of salt, worn out, scuffed up from me being on my knees on the ground. So just a quick fun video today. How to restore your boots and shoes and keep them looking good. Let's get into this. All right, guys, like I said, I'm not a lumberjack. I'm not fancy by any means. These are pretty much what I wear every day. Yeah, I'm kind of dating myself. They're Doc Martens, but I like these. They're comfortable, non-slip, good to walk on oil. So they're fantastic shoes for what I have to do for my type of work. Now, what are we going to use to make our shoes looking almost brand new? I kind of keep everything in this little pouch. Just makes everything nice and neat and organized. Apologies for my breath here. It is cold. My shop is heated, but for you guys' sake, I turned the heat off so you wouldn't be hearing that. So just have to deal with it. And I have to deal with the cold too. But all of the U.S. is under a cold spell right now. Even Florida, I think, was colder than Alaska. So I can't complain. We all know what it's about. So I use this nice little pouch. Got it on Amazon. That way I could take it with me, take it into the shop. When it's summertime, I can bring it in the house so nothing melts. But I have me a kiwi horsehair brush. I got this for a couple bucks at a flea market. They're not expensive either. I'll link all the stuff on down below for Amazon. This is genuine leather cleaning cream. And the real star of the show here is the Obernoffs. This is a leather conditioner made in USA. I think this is made in Oregon. This is great stuff. It's all natural. I think it's made out of beef tallow and beeswax. So this is great. This is the absolute star of the show to get your shoes, leather shoes, looking like brand new. So first off, I love doing this by a fire, by your fireplace. I know most of you guys work all day out in the field. This is the last thing you want to do is come home and clean your shoes, but I find it therapeutic. I sit by the fire. It makes the creams a little bit softer, easier to spread. If you don't have a fire, if it is a little chilly out like it is now, it melts pretty easily in your hands too. So as you can see, I'm here in the Midwest. I have to deal with salt all day, every day. I'm bending over. I'm on my hands and knees. These are always getting scuffed up. So I take my brush. I try not to do it too hard because these do have conditioner on them. And if you do it too hard, you'll scuff up the conditioner. So a couple back and forth motions, and already they're looking a lot better. If your shoes are not in bad shape, just doing this alone, this might be it, gentlemen, but we're gonna take it to the next level today because that's what we do here. So as you can see already, just on camera, all that salt, grime, scuffs is coming right up. I don't care about the bottom of the shoes. Those will be dirty as soon as I step outside. So just like that, it already has a bit of a sheen. Again, I'm doing quick motions. I'm not scrubbing. I'm not giving hard pressure. Just a light glance of the brush. This is horsehair. I was told it was horsehair. The back of my shoes are always beat up. Admit it, guys. You just jam your boots on. You just jam your shoes on, don't you? That's all right. You can be honest with me here. I won't tell. So yeah, that's looking pretty good already. And these are old shoes. I think these are probably 10 years old. Wear them every day. I'm on my feet a lot. Just like you guys. I'm not a famous YouTuber. You guys could check my subscribers. But I like it this way. I don't have any sponsors. Everything's honest here. So yeah, that step is done. Look at that already. I can see the shine with my lights there. So I'm going to skip the cleaning I'm gonna skip the cleaning cream. I really don't need this. These are pretty clean. I just cleaned them last week. But I am gonna take my Obernoffs here. This is great stuff. I just got turned on to this by another YouTuber. It's still pretty cold, but it has a pretty hard consistency, almost like beeswax. I just kind of scoop on the end there where it's melted. As you can see, it's almost like a chapstick, like Vaseline. Just get it on your hands. You don't want a lot. Just a warning with the Obernoffs, it will darken the leather a little bit. These used to be a lot redder, more maroon, but since I started doing this, they darkened up a little bit, which I like. And you can see already. Just work it in. Just do light coats. You don't want this to be caked on. You can already see that sheen on there. You don't have to go crazy with it. Again, if you do this by your stove, by the fire, it'll melt and soften a little bit. But just the warmth of your hands is good enough. Just work it in. Get the creases. Don't forget the tongue. And this stuff will last a while. I think it was $8. It's American made, like I said. Get it in there. If I get the shoelaces, oh well. It's all natural. And another side benefit, it's great for your hands. It makes your hands really soft too. Yeah, it has natural oils, beeswax. Yeah, see right here, it is kind of scuffed up there, but we'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that real quick. Yeah, I just started doing this not too long ago. Like I said, I'm out in factories a lot due to my job. Not a factory worker, but I go to a factory, do some work, then I have to go back to the office. I want to look presentable. I don't want my shoes super shiny. I'm not in the military. I'll tell you guys a story about shoe shining here in a little bit. It's an interesting story. But we're going to call this shoe pretty much done. And how does that look on camera? It's 10 times better than what it was. Getting some creasing in the back due to me shoving these on, but it's a lot better than what it was. Even has a nice sheen to it. So these shoes here, these are standard issue Indiana State Prison guard boots. Believe it or not, I worked for the Indiana State Prison for 2 months about 10 years ago. I was in between jobs at the time. They were hiring. My grandfather worked there. I barely knew him. Honestly, never really met him. He died young, but I used to drive by that prison as a kid. I was just mesmerized by the history of it. It looks like a museum. It's old. John Dillinger was there, and I figured, hey, I'll give that a try. Boy, did I make a mistake. I should have known right off the bat when they interviewed me. The interview process was, you got a pulse? Welcome aboard. It's literally what it was. Didn't make much money, but I definitely do support those guys. It's a scary place. It's a dangerous place. Guy I worked with, he got shanked for no reason by an offender. He just went in there to cuff up the guy, and the guy owed someone else money, and he wanted to get out of general population. He wanted to be in special housing, the SHU. So he stabbed a guard. Didn't kill him, but obviously he got hurt. That was it for me. I was done. Oh, I can make a whole video about stories just in those 2 months. So imagine these guys who work there for 15, 20 years, the stories they have to tell. A lot of the inmates, the good inmates, have their own cats. There's cats running around. And they're great parents to those cats. They take care of them like a child. They train the cats to attack guards they don't like. Yeah, I was in training. I didn't even have my uniform yet. Didn't have these boots yet, but they were very short-handed and needed us. So I had on good clothes, dress shirt, dress shoes, and they needed me at the chow hall to help out. So I was guarding the lines, making sure no one cut, made sure no one circled back and got a second meal, because God forbid someone has 2 meals. The meals cost 50 cents a meal for their soy-based garbage. And one guy came up to me. He was like, "Hey, I see you have a Seiko watch on." It was a $150 watch. He's like, if you do me some favors, you're gonna have a Rolex. And he was dead serious. He wanted me to, you know, smuggle things into the prison for him. Obviously, I didn't do it. Just a scary, scary place. So these are in pretty bad shape, but when I did work there, I used to shine the toes up a little bit just to look presentable. And take some of our Obernoffs and just rub it into the leather parts. Again, these are nothing fancy. These are government issued boots. They are pretty comfortable, to be honest. I do like these boots. Yeah, these boots walk through a lot of bad things. Again, Indiana State Prison, it's very high security. A lot of the guys are on lockdown 23 hours a day. They throw their toilet paper out into the range, and these boots walk through it. If you ask me a question, what do I remember most about working there? It is this smell. It's that musty smell. You ever go to a friend's house and he's kind of dirty, he doesn't wash his bedding that much. You smell his pillow or his dirty mattress. It smells just like that sour, musty smell. It's still in my nostrils. Yeah, this Obernoffs is doing a great job on these cheap boots. These are, trying to find the brand for you guys. Tactical Research. I'm sure they were the lowest bidder to the great state of Indiana. These are not the easiest to shine up. There's leather on here, there's cloth on here, but look at that sheen. Works pretty good. A little bit of salt damage. I don't know if that's going to come off or not, but that's okay. Again, I'm not in the military. I wear these boots outside. I don't own a pair of Nick's boots. I don't feel that I should spend $500 on a pair of boots. I'm not a logger. I'm not out in the forest. There's just no need for me to own a pair of boots like that. If you do jobs like that, please don't go to Walmart and buy $30 work boots. I did that in high school and I worked in landscaping. That's all I had money for, was just cheap boots, and you'll pay the price. So yeah, these are looking very good. My hands are nice too. A little bit more here. This lasts a long time too, so don't worry, it'll last you a while. Just takes a little bit, just rub it on your hands and rub it in. Get all the creases, pay attention to the stitching, pay attention to the scuffs. It'll come out. Look at that sheen on the back. Wow, that's almost a mirror finish. Can you guys see? Wow. Yeah, I'm impressed. Again, I never really did this, take care of my boots, but I want to look good. You know, I'm with customers, with the public. I want to look presentable. So if you have to buy anything, get yourself a good brush. This is Kiwi. It's fantastic. But the real star of the show is the Obernoffs, and I'll put a link below. So if you guys have any comments, leave it below. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys next time.